Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachakadash, double to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, Fruitwell. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect. Let's push in His word throughout the four corners of the earth. Salutations, Shalom. I want to do this video real quick because the elder Yashawamba did it. His title was "These Demons Know Who You Are," and you know, it hit home because a lot of times brothers that's been in this thing for like I would say 3, 4, 5, 6, even years. You start to get more demonic spirits that attack you, and because you get more fruit, you get basically more rooted in His truth, and you get on a certain level. Then the tests come, and they come via these demons, and they actually know your spirit. The demons know who you are, because when you first wake up, the demons that were on you in the world, they flee away from you. That's a part of becoming a new man. You see, that new man. That's why when it tells you when about those demons hopping back on you, if you fall out of this truth, roughly paraphrasing, he was basically was going into how they know who you are. It's certain people in this world, they're off top. You guys, y'all don't get along. Rubs either you rub them the wrong way, and you sense that, and there's a lot of Edomites can see, can tell by your spirit, who you are, and they feel some type of way about it. Whether a lot of the time the demons on them it's non-verbal, and it's the demons are passive aggressive as well, and it's very petty. But that's how it is in this truth once you get on a level, because you have to understand that you're a servant of the Lord now. You're a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So of course you're gonna get these type of attacks, and that's not a justification to become weak, because we have the scriptures and to comfort us about it, And the more you get into this truth, and more time and experience, certain things don't hit you as hard, and you don't feel as offended. Certain hits and jabs and uppercuts are not going to hit you as harder, because you already know. You already have probably experienced it, or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to get the scripture he got first in Matthew 8. It'll be raining a little bit. Matthew 8, and I'm going to start at 28. Faith. Yeah, 28. It says, "And when he was come to the other side, into the country of the Gergeses, and this is have a little trouble pronouncing that word, Gergeses, since there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, thy Son of the Most High Yahweh? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off them, and herd of mines of many swine feeding. God. And there was a good way from them and heard of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished into the waters. And they that kept them fled, went their ways into the city, and told everything what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And it says, And behold, the whole city came out to meet Yahushua, and when they saw him, they besought him that he would not depart out of their coast. So he had those demonic spirits that came out of, those who were possessed, with devils, meaning they had evil spirits on them. Yahushua put them into transformed them spirits into swine, or the pigs, if you will, So, and he said they came to torment us before our time, or before the time, man. All right, because even Yahushua was himself was basically confronted by Satan, wanted to give him the whole world. And a lot of times the demons are going to, Satan's going to offer you things in the form of gifts, whether it be a woman that can potentially be a downfall to you, or a spiritually an energy sucking vampire, a time waster. You see, and you have to fight these demons. You can't be in the spirit of giving in to those seducing spirits, because they will come. Jake don't want to. Jake in the world that will give you a hard time for no reason. They might eyeball you. Mean mug. St. Louis, the city of mean mugs and shoulder shrugs. Have animosity for nothing, for no reason. The things gonna have like that are gonna be happening, because that's demons on the spirit within them. It sees the spirit with inside of you, man. And you having the spirit of the Lord on you, they don't like that. So it's not the actual person, it's the spirits inside of them, man. I'm not gonna make this real long. This is the book of Romans 11 and 28. And it reads, As concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sakes, but as touching the election, they are beloved for the Father's sake. For the Father's sake. All right. So you're gonna have enemies in this thing, man. And that person at the gym who always give you those fucked up looks. That person at your job, whether it be a female or a male, Edomite, Israelite. All right. That guy at the counter at the deli or whatever the case. They might hate your guts for no reason. People got a problem with you, man. People have a problem. If you don't think people have a problem with you and your soul, you're mistaken in this truth. Everything isn't all sweet in this world. We are the enemies. We are the enemy, the number one enemies in this thing. The enemy of the state, if you will. All right. No, we don't. And we recognize them. We recognize them. We discern spirits. But we avoid them as best as we can. We don't go around creating enemies for no reason, man, like niggas in this world do. And they got a phrase in this world called "stay out the way." And I like that phrase, man, because that's what you have to do Okay, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. That's what that means, staying out the way, man. Because there's a lot of freaking distractions here, man. This is scripture on fighting the demons. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, in the power of the might of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. These people, they don't have the hedge of the Lord around them, so they don't understand the demons that are on them. We understand the demons that were once upon us, that things that we also still struggle with, and we try to work on that every day through these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So we don't, that it's always going to be a fight, and it's going to be a battle. Okay, and it's a lot of times you're gonna have a lot of animosity, a lot of strifes, and a lot of confrontation. We don't walk around starting shit with people, man. We don't make enemies. The scripture it tell you in Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, once a person come up against you, man, and they're against you and they're against your spirit, you're not supposed to take, accept them. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but you have to be willing to look away and avoid certain situations, man. Because I know, me and my spirit, I'm not a very confrontational person. I don't like confrontation, but I know that things are going to pop up where I'm going to have to handle it. Just because it's a test from the Lord. So it's about girding yourself up. Not, sometimes you just have to take things as they come and be a man about it. Because, if it was up to me, I would want peace 24/7. I know things aren't going to be always in my favor, but at least I can have peace in my life. All right. I think that scripture is in Ecclesiasticus 4:22. And don't accept these people when you see they're trying to destroy you, man. You might get blackballed at your job. Your parents, you might have a baby mama, and your so-called family in the world stick up for your wicked, evil baby mama, take her side over yours when she's manipulative. I'm just telling you instances that could very well happen in this truth. Not to say we're not perfect, but hey, man, these people they have wicked spirits on them, man. Evil demons, man. Seriously. Especially here in the last days. So these demons know you, and they're gonna try to topple you over, because the demons want you. Say Satan wants you in the world. He doesn't want you in this truth. And it's very particular ones that are worse than others. Want to get you cursing people out on the road, and putting curses on people for no reason. They want you to get up and act carnal. This is John 15:18. John 15:18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Remember the word that I have said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. For they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. And that's it on that, but that was the point. Let me see if it's a little bit more. I can read a little bit more and I'll end it. It says, but all these things that things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. That's right. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. They had sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. And these people in the world, they have no cloak for their sins. They don't want to repent. They don't want to call on the name of the Lord, so they have no cloak. So they're walking ignorantly and aimlessly. Of course, demons can attack them. See, it's the ones who have a chance that the demons try to attack. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. And if I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin, but now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass, that the world might be fulfilled that is in their law. They hated me without a cause. So there's going to be a lot of time where you're going to get hated for no particular reason. Like one instance, man, just one job I had, right? I went in there, I told the boss I had a little bit of experience prior for the job that I was applying for, that I was going to get trained for. As I was getting trained, Jake, he light-skinned guy, Negro, from the tribe of Judah, so-called black, he trained me and whatever. The whole time he was training me the wrong way on purpose. So every time I was out on my own after I learned, the boss would tell me, hey, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this, that, and the third wrong. And that nigga, he knew he was teaching me the wrong way. And I was just like, damn, he, whether it be from, hate, envy, I don't know. I really don't know. But I was like, hey, I told the boss, I was like, he taught me that this is how I was trained. He was like, well, whatever, how you were trained, this is the right way to do it. And then that guy, hey, he separated himself from me. I can tell he was a hating ass nigga for no reason, man. I couldn't understand it for the life of me, man. I was like, what the fuck? But I know other brothers go through things too like that. This is verse 25. It says, but this comes to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in the law. They hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. So the first, hey brothers, if you're saved to the end, you're the elect. You're the first fruits, like the elder Yahshua was going to. You're the elect, so you're gonna catch the blunt of these spiritual demons. You being the souls that were here in the beginning, you're gonna get tested a lot, by these freaking demons out here, man. And it's just a bunch of spirits rolling around aimlessly, looking for warm bodies to go into, so we got to fight that off with the word and being spiritual. And that goes for me, really speaking to myself, man. It don't, you can take it personal if you want, but really this is because we're in the truth. This is because we're doing the Lord's will. It's not really you the Akyam, the Akwath. It's not y'all particular, that the world hates. It's the name, what you preach. You see. So hey, these demons, they know who to go against. They know, they recognize it. It's just about you, because it's not gonna slow down. You just have to be stronger. It's not gonna get easier. You just have to get stronger. Speaking for myself first. That's all I had. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash, the One, the apostles and elders, at Great Millstone, Ruel, Shalom.